Astronomer Paul Craggs has recently captured the attention of the astronomy community after releasing a series of remarkably clear images of the mysterious interstellar visitor known as 3I Atlas. His photographs, taken with equipment far less expensive than the vast instruments used by national space agencies, have reignited debate about transparency in space research and the growing tension between amateur astronomers and established institutions. In a moment when the world is craving clarity regarding this mysterious object, Craggs has delivered images that appear far sharper and more revealing than those released by agencies with billions of dollars in funding. His work has brought into focus a profound question about why independent observers seem able to reveal details that official channels do not. Craggs, known within astronomy circles for his dedication and meticulous imaging techniques, had been tracking Atlas since its first appearance. Unlike many observers, he chose to approach the object with extended exposure imaging, advanced stacking techniques, and a refined calibration method he had developed himself. His resulting images show a structured, luminous body surrounded by a faint glowing envelope, with distinct geometry that many have said is noticeably clearer than what NASA presented in its highly publicized livestream. The contrast between the two has sparked intense interest and speculation among followers of interstellar phenomena. NASA's livestream, which aired toward the end of October, had been promoted as the moment the public would finally receive a high-definition look at Atlas. The agency emphasized that the high-resolution imaging science experiment camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter had captured what it described as one of the clearest views yet of the object. The world awaited the reveal with great anticipation, especially after weeks of speculation and build-up. Yet when the image was finally displayed, viewers were taken aback. Instead of the crisp, detailed portrait that many expected from a multi-billion-dollar spacecraft, they were presented with a soft, washed-out appearance that provided only the faintest hint of the object's structure. The disappointment was immediate. Many pointed out that amateur astronomers such as Craggs had produced images showing layers of detail, distinct luminosity, and defined shape, whereas NASA's release appeared closer to an early-stage placeholder or rough calibration frame. Social media quickly filled with side-by-side comparisons, and the idea that a single individual with backyard equipment had outperformed one of the most advanced imaging instruments in the solar system became a major talking point. Followers of the event noted that NASA's representation lacked the contrast, clarity, and multiband structure that Craggs and others had captured. Observers found the timing of NASA's release particularly puzzling. Nearly a full month had passed since the high-resolution imaging science experiment had gathered the data. NASA explained the delay by referencing the government shutdown that had paused operations across multiple departments. Yet many found it difficult to accept that a single image, particularly one with so little detail, required the entire agency to be fully active in order to be shared publicly. A photograph of this nature could have been posted quickly and easily by a very small team, even during reduced activity. The prolonged silence left many believing that the agency may have been deciding how best to handle information that appeared inconsistent with amateur observations. The livestream itself added to the mystery. NASA had hinted that the event would contain important new details, raising expectations that some groundbreaking revelation was imminent. Instead, the broadcast involved a brief explanation of the object's trajectory, followed by the display of the blurred image. As the stream ended, viewers around the world expressed a sense of unanswered anticipation, feeling that they had witnessed an event that had promised far more than it delivered. The lack of meaningful commentary from NASA experts further fueled the idea that something significant was being withheld. Paul Craggs, meanwhile, remained focused on his observations. His images of Atlas reveal an elongated luminous structure with what appears to be a central core and rising streams of reflected or emitted light on either side. The object looks neither like a comet nor a simple fragment of interstellar rock. Instead, its shape appears structured, symmetrical, and highly unusual. This has led many to believe that Craggs captured features that NASA did not show or perhaps chose not to emphasize. His work has circulated widely among astronomers, researchers into unexplained phenomena, and everyday observers who find themselves captivated by the unfolding mystery. The response to Craggs's images demonstrates an increasing shift in the public's trust in grassroots scientific observation. For decades, NASA and other major agencies held near-complete authority over space-related information. Yet, with modern equipment becoming increasingly accessible, amateurs around the world are now able to observe celestial objects with astonishing precision. The emergence of platforms that allow instant global sharing of data has also empowered independent researchers. For many, Craggs represents a new era in which individual observers play a significant role in shaping public understanding of interstellar events. His images of Atlas have deepened the mystery surrounding the object itself. From the earliest radar detections and optical captures, Atlas has been described as unlike any known comet or asteroid. Its reflective properties are irregular, its shape appears elongated rather than spherical, and its movement seems more deliberate than the drift typical of natural objects from outside the solar system. As Craggs's photographs circulated, increasing numbers of observers have suggested that the object may possess artificial characteristics. The clear lines, central brightening, and symmetrical flare captured in his images have only strengthened this idea. In contrast, NASA's blurred presentation has raised questions about whether the agency is intentionally withholding detailed data. Critics have pointed to historical instances in which NASA live feeds were interrupted during the appearance of unusual objects, arguing that this may be another example of selective transparency. Supporters of this perspective believe the agency may be releasing only the most minimal imagery in order to prevent widespread speculation about anomalous features. The discrepancy between NASA's official image and Craggs's clarity has therefore become symbolic of a larger debate. Among researchers into unexplained phenomena, Craggs's photographs are now considered some of the most significant civilian images ever captured of an interstellar object. His commitment to multi-night imaging sessions, precise calibration, and comparison across multiple filters allowed him to reveal aspects of the object's structure that appear consistent across the data. This level of repeatability has strengthened the credibility of his work. Many believe that if his images had originated from an official source, they would already be regarded as groundbreaking. As discussion surrounding the object intensified, people from around the world began revisiting earlier interstellar anomalies, noting that NASA's imaging of that object had also lacked clarity. Once again, amateur renderings and simulations looked more structured than official releases. This pattern, when compared with Craggs's clear images of Atlas, has led many to suspect a recurring hesitancy by NASA to share high-definition imagery of unidentified interstellar bodies. Some interpret this as a sign that these objects may have characteristics that challenge conventional scientific explanation. Craggs himself has remained composed amidst the growing attention. He has emphasized that his focus is on observation rather than speculation, though he acknowledges that Atlas is unlike any object he has photographed before. His calm approach has only strengthened his credibility. While others debate possible meanings, Craggs continues to refine his imaging, releasing updates and maintaining open communication with fellow astronomers. His willingness to share raw frames, processing steps, and equipment details has earned him respect across the global scientific community. Public reaction to NASA's release continues to reveal widespread skepticism. Many feel that an agency with access to unmatched resources, powerful telescopes, and decades of expertise should not be outperformed by an individual observer. Some argue that NASA's explanation of a low-quality image due to distance or angle does not align with the capabilities of the high-resolution imaging science experiment, which has previously captured detailed surface textures on Mars from hundreds of miles above the planet. Ultimately, the debate surrounding Craggs's images and NASA's official photograph reflects a larger shift in public expectation. People are no longer satisfied with vague, unimpressive images of significant interstellar events. They expect transparency, clarity, and timely updates. Craggs's work demonstrates what is possible when a single astronomer applies dedication and skill, and his images stand as a powerful reminder that truth can emerge from unexpected sources. As the world continues to study Atlas, the importance of independent observation has become more apparent than ever. Paul Craggs has shown that even without billions of dollars in resources, one determined observer can reshape the global conversation. His images, sharper and more detailed than those released officially, have prompted many to reconsider what they have been told and to look deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos. Over the years, numerous reports and sightings have emerged from astronomers, amateur skywatchers, and even astronauts describing anomalous objects observed near the moon. These sightings range from fleeting glimpses of strange lights and shadows to detailed observations of structured craft maneuvering in proximity to the lunar surface. One notable incident occurred a few days ago when an amateur astronomer captured a mysterious object while recording a video of the moon. The individual in question was using a celestron telescope along with an astrophotography camera. They added that they could see the object from the ground without the telescope, adding that it was moving past the moon and was shining brightly. Intrigued by the sight, they quickly adjusted the camera settings and began recording the unidentified object as it moved with graceful precision near the moon. The object's smooth, fluid movements defied conventional explanation, leaving the individual questioning what the object was. They quickly uploaded the footage to social media, where people began putting forward their theories for what it was. The reaction that followed was immediate, as hundreds of individuals responded with excitement and curiosity. People from all over the world expressed their awe and admiration for his extraordinary sighting. The eyewitness's narrative instantly caught the attention of fellow enthusiasts of celestial observation, who were both fascinated and intrigued by his encounter. This unprecedented event prompted a flurry of activity among amateur astronomers, as they diligently examined the accompanying photographs and diligently sought to validate the authenticity of the sighting. The mysterious object, radiating an otherworldly glow, posed a perplexing enigma that defied easy explanation. As the conversation on the internet started to pick up speed, experts in the field of astronomy and astrophysics joined in to contribute their knowledge and insights to the investigation. They carefully examined the detailed information about the light emitted by the mysterious object and conducted thorough analyses of the neighboring celestial entities. Many said that it wasn't a balloon or a piece of space debris, while skeptics disagreed and said that this was the most likely answer. As the UFO glided across the lunar landscape, the camera captured every detail with remarkable clarity and precision. The object's shape, size, and luminosity were unlike anything some of the users had seen before, leading them to speculate about its origin and purpose. The video footage revealed what some are calling a rotating disk that could be seen emitting a bright glow, its surface shimmering with a radiance as it traversed the celestial expanse. Against the backdrop of the moon's craggy surface, the unidentified object appeared to stand out, leaving many questioning its true nature. Interestingly, this isn't the first time that amateur astronomers have captured mysterious aircrafts near the moon. Within this vast cosmic theater, sightings of unidentified flying objects have continuously intrigued and puzzled people for countless decades. Amongst these reports, one particular type of UFO stands out prominently: the enigmatic disc-shaped aircrafts. These distinct aerial objects, with their smooth exterior, have captured the attention of both scientists and researchers for decades. The phenomenon of these unidentified objects has been observed for several decades, with hundreds of these objects being reported every year. In addition to astronaut testimonies, it seems that more and more amateur astronomers and skywatchers are capturing photographic and video evidence of unidentified objects near the moon using telescopes, cameras, and other observation equipment. These images and videos depict mysterious objects moving across the lunar surface or hovering in the vicinity of the moon, sparking speculation and debate among researchers and enthusiasts. The presence of unidentified flying objects near the moon raises profound questions about the nature of these phenomena. If these sightings are indeed genuine, they could represent evidence of advanced technology or even covert military operations beyond Earth's atmosphere. Furthermore, the proximity of UFO sightings to the moon suggests a deliberate interest or presence in Earth's celestial neighborhood, prompting speculation about the motives and intentions of these enigmatic visitors. Moreover, the implications of UFO sightings near the moon extend beyond scientific curiosity to encompass geopolitical, security, and existential concerns. The possibility of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations or unknown adversaries operating in Earth's vicinity raises questions about humanity's preparedness, resilience, and ability to respond to potential threats or encounters with unknown entities. While the existence of UFOs near the moon remains a subject of debate and speculation, several potential explanations have been proposed to account for these sightings. One hypothesis is that the sightings may be attributable to human-made spacecraft, satellites, or debris orbiting the Earth or conducting operations in cislunar space. Advances in space exploration and commercial spaceflight have led to an increase in orbital activity and the proliferation of objects in Earth's vicinity, including those capable of producing anomalous observations near the Moon. Furthermore, some researchers speculate that UFO sightings near the Moon could be indicative of advanced extraterrestrial technology or spacecraft visiting Earth's vicinity for unknown purposes. While this hypothesis remains speculative, it cannot be conclusively ruled out given the limitations of current scientific knowledge and observation capabilities. As advancements in technology persist to evolve, they play a crucial role in enhancing our ability to accurately record and analyze unidentified objects. Photographs and videos are progressively improving in clarity, and as an increasing number of individuals are directing their telescopes towards the sky, it seems inevitable that we will soon obtain distinct evidence showcasing the true nature of these celestial objects. The advancements in technology have led to a reduction in blurriness, allowing for sharper images and videos to capture the mysteries of the sky. Currently, a significant number of unidentified objects have been observed in proximity to the Moon, leading to the characterization of this area as a hotspot by many individuals. The mystery of the Trindade object. The UFO sightings off the coast of the island of Trindade near Brazil have stirred significant interest, not only due to their observation by Navy personnel, but also because they were accompanied by the capture of numerous photographs of the disc-shaped object. Additionally, the authenticity of these photographs has been rigorously examined and officially recognized, confirming them as genuine depictions of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. What adds weight to these accounts from the late 1950s is that they were not solitary occurrences. Rather, they were frequently witnessed by multiple individuals, some of whom held prestigious positions within the Brazilian Navy, enhancing the credibility of these encounters. During this period, Brazil witnessed numerous fascinating UFO sightings, especially in the coastal regions facing the Atlantic Ocean. Apart from the incident near Trindade Island, there were several other intriguing encounters that captured people's attention. These incidents, occurring in various parts of the country, also led to the documentation of photographs depicting objects resembling the one observed near Trindade Island. The sightings along the Brazilian coast during this time sparked curiosity and speculation among the public and ufologists. The photographs taken during these encounters offered compelling visual evidence of unknown aerial phenomena, adding to the mystery surrounding these sightings. The observation and consequent capture of images were triggered by the implementation of initiatives in October 1957, wherein the Brazilian Navy initiated the establishment of a base on Trindade Island for the purpose of conducting scientific investigations. This pivotal event marked the beginning of a series of documented occurrences that would revolve around the scientific activities undertaken on the island. The uninhabited island, situated approximately 600 miles off the Brazilian coast in the South Atlantic Ocean, serves as a remote yet strategic location for scientific endeavors. Researchers stationed on this island conduct a wide range of studies encompassing oceanography, meteorology, and other scientific disciplines. The isolated nature of the island provides a unique environment for conducting in-depth research, free from external disruptions. The activities would entail the daily launch of weather balloons into the upper atmosphere, which would subsequently burst, deploying research instruments to gather data during their descent back to the ground with the aid of an automatic parachute. Subsequently, personnel stationed at the base would be tasked with identifying and retrieving these instruments to facilitate the logging and examination of the obtained data in depth. This meticulous process enables the study of various atmospheric conditions and phenomena, enhancing our understanding of meteorological dynamics and aiding in the improvement of forecasting accuracy for weather events. Upon commencing the experiments, a peculiar occurrence swiftly captured the attention of the individuals engaged in the tests. They observed the sudden presence of unconventional metallic disc-shaped aircraft hovering in the vicinity of the balloons. The distinct impression was that these craft-like objects were closely observing the proceedings with great interest. In the early hours of January 1st, 1958, precisely before 8 in the morning, an unexpected and radiant illumination was observed traversing the sky, described as resembling a mirror reflecting sunlight. Remarkably, this captivating event was witnessed by a vast majority of individuals present at the base adding a sense of collective amazement to the occurrence. Furthermore, on the subsequent evening, approximately 400 miles away from the initial sighting location, a peculiar circular orange entity approached the naval vessel Triunfo, encircling it in a repetitive manner for a duration of about 10 minutes. Subsequently, the mysterious object swiftly accelerated, vanishing from sight in a display of remarkable velocity. This sequence of remarkable events left a profound impression on the observers, sparking discussions and theories regarding the nature of these inexplicable phenomena. In the early hours of the 6th of January, Commander Carlos Basilar, the head of the base, supervised the routine deployment of a weather balloon. The morning presented itself with a brilliant sunny sky, adorned with vast stretches of blue, interrupted only by a solitary cluster of clouds hovering at an estimated height of 14,000 feet. Unbeknownst to Basilar at that moment, what he anticipated to be a standard and unremarkable balloon release would swiftly evolve into one of the most awe-inspiring and unforgettable experiences within the project's history. As he observed the balloon ascend, little did he realize that this seemingly ordinary event would soon lead to an extraordinary turn of events that would captivate the entire team and leave them in sheer amazement. Upon re-entering the base, Basilar attentively monitored the transmissions emanating from the weather balloon. Unexpectedly, all activity ceased abruptly, leaving the environment devoid of any signals. In response to the sudden silence, the commander decided to step outside to visually inspect the balloon, seeking to ascertain the cause of the disruption. This interruption in communication prompted a thorough investigation into the situation, as the commander endeavored to unravel the mystery surrounding the halt in signaling. As the journey commenced, the hot air balloon gracefully rose into the sky, following its expected trajectory. Astonishingly, as it approached a lone bank of clouds, it suddenly shot upwards with such speed that it seemed to be yanked up by an unseen, powerful force. For a nerve-wracking 10 minutes, the balloon vanished from sight, only to reappear above the clouds, leaving Basilar utterly bewildered. What added to the mystery was the absence of the research instruments that had been on board, completely missing without a trace. This perplexing turn of events left Basilar and the onlookers in a state of disbelief and wonder, pondering the inexplicable disappearance and reappearance of the balloon with its contents mysteriously gone. Several moments elapsed before the situation took a peculiar turn, unveiling a metallic, silver crescent-shaped object emerging from the cloud and swiftly navigating towards the horizon. The unexpected appearance of this anomalous entity left observers bewildered, instilling a sense of intrigue and curiosity. Just slightly more than 7 days later, the items resurfaced in the vicinity yet again. However, on this occasion, a single observer managed to document their existence through the lens of a camera. On the 16th of January, around noon, the Almirante Saldanha vessel found itself positioned off the southern coast of Trindade, gearing up for its journey towards Rio de Janeiro. At that moment, all the crew members and a significant number of passengers aboard the boat were about to witness an intriguing and peculiar sight: a shiny object gradually making its way towards them. This occurrence captivated the attention of everyone on board, sparking a sense of curiosity and wonder among them. During the sighting of an anomalous object, a significant observer was Almiro Barauna, a photographer who later recounted the event to journalist João Martins. As Barauna made his way to the deck on that particular afternoon, 2 Navy officers hurriedly approached him, urgently signaling him to look up at the sky. Amidst the flurry of activity, snippets of their conversation reached Baruna's ears, mentioning something about a luminous entity moving closer to the island. The situation was filled with a sense of urgency as the officers tried to redirect Baruna's attention, hinting at the extraordinary nature of the unidentified object. Upon initially struggling to discern the object of their fascination, the protagonist eventually grasped the significance of the sudden gleam it emanated. In a moment of realization, he became acutely aware of the proximity of the mysterious entity to the island. Its surface, reflecting the sunlight, exhibited a captivating quality akin to a subtle shimmer. With the fortuitous presence of his camera in hand, he promptly lifted it to his eye, aimed it at the mysterious vessel, and decisively clicked the shutter button to capture the scene. This sequence of events unfolded gradually, with the protagonist's growing intrigue, and the captivating allure of the peculiar craft gradually coming into focus as he readied to immortalize the moment through the lens of his camera. As he clicked the initial 2 photographs, the mysterious object vanished from their sight, concealed behind the island's peaks for a considerable span. Upon its reappearance, it appeared significantly larger and was now traversing in the opposite direction, exhibiting a notably increased velocity. Aligning his camera once more towards the object, he managed to seize a 3rd snapshot. Despite his efforts to capture more images, the object accelerated to such an extent that all subsequent attempts resulted in mere blurs. Concurrently, he grappled with steadying the camera as the surrounding crowd jostled and surged towards the main deck to catch a glimpse of the object themselves. As the vessel retraced its path, steering back towards the sea from where it had come, Barauna seized the opportunity to wield the camera once again. This time, with the remaining film, he aimed to immortalize the moment as the craft gradually faded into the horizon, becoming a mere speck in the vast expanse of the ocean. In his later recollection, he depicted the object as having an appearance characterized by being grey, metallic, and having a solid aspect. He elaborated by mentioning the presence of a greenish haze or mist enveloping it while in motion, and also noted the existence of a ring encircling its middle section. This detailed description sheds light on his perception of the object, emphasizing its specific visual qualities and subtle features. Following an hour, Barauna intended to have the photographs processed, but due to the absence of photographic paper on the vessel, only the negatives were accessible immediately. Initially, it seemed that the object had not been successfully captured. Nevertheless, upon closer inspection, all individuals present were able to discern the peculiar nature of the craft. This occurrence highlighted the significance of ensuring adequate supplies for capturing crucial moments, showcasing the importance of preparedness in expeditions. The development delay served as a poignant reminder of the necessity for proper equipment and materials. Upon the departure of the vessel bound for Rio de Janeiro, Barauna opted to stay on board, ensuring the negatives were in his possession. His intention was to meticulously process these images in his personal studio, after which he planned to promptly inform Commander Bakula. Following the development process, Bakula would securely transport the photographs to the Navy Ministry and within 48 hours return them back to Barauna. This thorough procedure ensured that the captured images were carefully handled and swiftly delivered to the appropriate authorities for review and documentation. Upon the return of the pictures, Barauna was promptly summoned to Navy headquarters for an extensive interrogation regarding the images and the sighting event. Simultaneously, thorough examinations were conducted on the pictures to detect any signs of manipulation or tampering, but none were found, leading the Navy to certify their authenticity. Following this verification process, the pictures were released to the press, officially marking their public debut. The sequence of events unfolded swiftly, with each step meticulously documented and scrutinized to ensure the accuracy and credibility of the photographs. In the aftermath, a whirlwind of media attention swirled around the quest for details regarding the reported sighting, leading to a flurry of interviews with the eyewitnesses. Moreover, the incident piqued the curiosity of a diverse group of UFO investigators, among whom was Olavo Fontes. Fontes came into the spotlight after being informed by an undisclosed informant within the Brazilian Navy that their radar had detected an unidentified object traversing the area just a day before.